if you have a fear of any nipple stuff, this may not be the movie for you. Without giving too much away, just
That's gonna be your warning here, not like the other stuff that happens in the movie.
Yeah,
There's a lot of blood, but you're like, nah.
there's a lot.
Oh,
There's a strange amount of focus on nipple stuff in this movie.
there is.
And I'm like, you know what, George Miller, you always gotta throw some sort of little, fun stuff in there, I want to go back. I want to go back.
To where?
Back in that theater to go see Furiosa again. That was awesome. Hello and welcome to Cassette Take, where you can eject wherever you want, but please don't forget to rewind. I'm Ethan.
I'm Annmarie.
And Annmarie, what did we just go see?
Mad Max Fury Road. Or, oh my gosh, no we didn't. Wait, let's restart. Hold on.
No. We'll keep it rolling. We'll keep it rolling. We went to
Furiosa. We went to go see Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. That's what I meant to say.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Do not edit that out.
I'm gonna edit
It's good.
out.
Yeah, we went to go see Mad Max Fury Road.
No, we didn't.
Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? No, we're already too far. This is great. We saw Furiosa. We're on the same page now.
Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth.
Which, by the way, Chris Hemsworth, he was not recognized. I did not recognize him.
Really?
I
didn't recognize Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, either of them. Like,
we're not even recognizing the title of this movie either.
no, recognize. This is a late review, if you couldn't tell. We went to a very late showing of Furiosa, but well worth it.
Well worth the IMAX screening too. Shout out IMAX.
Yeah, brilliant. If you're gonna see this movie, please do yourself a favor and see it in IMAX.
Yeah, they couldn't have gotten any better than that. But yeah, so okay. Let's start off. Ethan and I are big fans of Mad Max Fury Road. I think it's one of George Miller's best films out there. I think he definitely kind of deserves the Oscar win, even though he didn't get it that year. But I really do love the story. I love the characters in it. And so when they announced that they were going to do a Furiosa spinoff, I was super pumped about it.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't really have too many. I've not seen the other Mad Max movies other than Fury Road.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, but even then, I only watched Fury Road for the first time fairly recently, a few months ago.
Yeah.
So, it's fairly, fresh in my mind. And wow, we have some road runners ourselves, like in the background here. Wow. Small pee-pee over there.
Oh,
but
gosh.
anyway, so... Yeah, but back to the task at hand here. Mad Max Fury Road, I really enjoyed. I think, like you were saying, George Miller's probably his creme de la creme. It's action-packed, it's fun, even though I watched on a small TV, it was still a blast. Just I could not take my eyes off the screen.
That was almost 10 years ago, too. That was 2015.
Crazy.
Isn't that insane to think about?
That is so bizarre. But, yeah, this movie, Furiosa, for all you who don't know, it's a prequel to Fury Road, starring Anya Taylor-Joy as the namesake, the titular Furiosa that we see in Fury Road. In Fury Road, she was played by...
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, Charlize Theron.
Which I know a lot of people kind of wanted her to return to play the role.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I think Anya Taylor-Joy was awesome casting for this. I'm going to just say this. Ethan, from the very beginning, called that Anya Taylor-Joy was going to be a famous name. And I got to give you props there. You are so right.
Oh my gosh. She is brilliant. I think I was going back and forth as I was watching this movie to be like, I don't know, did I like her in The Northman better or The Witch or that? Like, there's so many things. Like her resume is incredible. But honestly, I think this might be her best role.
Really? I love that every time we talk about a famous actress, we give them,
Zendaya and now Anya Taylor-Joy.
we give them all the credit in the world. But truly, I went into this movie and Anya Taylor-Joy made me forget that she's Anya Taylor-Joy. I saw just Furiosa. I just saw the character. And to me, when you can do that as an actor or actress, you get the highest praise.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We saw that quite a bit this year so far with Zendaya in Challengers, with Timothée Chalamet in Dune Part 2, and now with Anya Taylor-Joy in Furiosa, and Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa.
Yeah.
Both of them, you just get lost in their characters. They are bonkers good in more ways than one. And just the directing and cinematography to pair with, like, their performance, to really focus in on their performances, by the way. Like, I think it's just such a match made in heaven with George Miller at the helm, and then these actors giving probably the best performance of their careers here with George Miller. Just love zooming in on their faces intensely. Like, you see every emotion while, like, not removing yourself from the action at hand.
George Miller is such a good, like, he really makes his actors and actresses stand out. Something else, I notice what he does more. Mad Max Fury Road, you can watch. It's always in movement. That's what George Miller likes to say. And even with Furiosa, it's always in movement. And I think that's so cool because it keeps up the pace. Like, it doesn't slow down at all. And I think that's really, like, kind of a different style in a way than most people do have.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people think that, oh, I gotta stick to the traditional methodology of just, okay, some shots need to be still, action shots are always moving. It's like, no, like, shots can be whatever you want. Like, just keep it moving. As long as the audience is engaged with what's on screen. I mean, two people could be talking and the camera, and it has to move for a reason, right? Like, we're not talking about Chris Nolan, with his least appreciated film, Tenet, at least in our eyes, where, the camera's moving during a conversation and it feels like it's moving way too much when we're trying to figure out what's going on. And of course the audio doesn't help, but that's another review.
That's a different time.
Exactly. But here, we just get constant movement and it flows like poetry, like cinematic poetry here. And I gotta say, I think, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a hot take or not, tell me so right now, but I think the cinematography in this movie is better than Fury Road.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Hands down.
Oh, man. I don't know. That's a really hard one to discuss because is it the same cinematographer, like, doing...
I don't know. That's something we'll have to check out. But, like, I was just so taken aback. Like, in Fury Road, don't get me wrong, the cinematography is beautiful and wonderful. It's action-packed, a thrill ride, like I had mentioned before. But here, it's not only that, but, like, it gets so much more creative with it, too. Like, they throw you into, I want to give an example here without spoilers, but, like, the first run. That scene in particular, where it's just constantly moving. We're getting angles that I never thought were possible. Like, not only blending the creativity of cinematography, but the creativity of George Miller's mind, like, with how this, world works and his world building in the midst of the action. Oh my gosh, it's just kept me so engaged. Like, I almost wanted to get up and go like, whoa, in the middle of the movie, but I'm sure that wouldn't have been appreciated.
I'm thinking of one scene too of there's a certain sequence. It's like one of the races as well, and it was just so cool. Like, it made me be like, wow, Mad Max is just like Dune and Hot Wheels just together. This big mismatch of them, and I love it.
Yeah. Oh, side note, by the way, if you have a fear of any nipple stuff, this may not be the movie for you. Without giving too much away, just
that's gonna be your trigger warning here, not like the other stuff that happens in the movie.
Yeah,
There's a lot of blood, but you're like, nah.
There's a lot.
Oh,
There's a strange amount of focus on nipple stuff in this movie.
there is.
And I'm like, you know what? George Miller, you always got to throw some sort of little, fun stuff in there,
Hey, well, I was gonna say Chris Hemsworth just really pulls it off.
Like, yes, he does. When you see the movie, you'll get what we're talking about.
I really love Chris Hemsworth in this one too. I was
Absolutely.
like, how you don't see him as Thor anymore. Like he really escaped that, and so I was very happy for him because I know it's hard for these Marvel actors or these typecast actors to get out of that. But oh man, I really liked his character. I actually ended up thinking that this was going to be a part 1, part 2 situation.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's like a certain, and we can get into spoilers whenever. There's a certain sequence that I was like, oh, like it's going to stop and be Furiosa returns or something like that.
Well, I mean, that's what Fury Road is.
Okay. Yeah, but there's enough time and space in between. I hope they do more. Like,
okay, we'll get into that later, but yeah,
I hope they do more because I really enjoyed this film, and so if they could make a sequel, why not?
honestly, just make more Mad Max movies that are of this variety. Like I can speak for both of us. We have not seen the first few Mad Max movies, right? So no Thunderdome, no Road, whatever, no original Mad Max. But honestly, Fury Road and Furiosa alone, give us more Fury. I love this Fury saga of the Mad Max world is just so much fun. It's like a roller coaster ride, but like a cinematic, like, so you know how roller coaster rides, when you describe it in a movie theater, it's like, oh, so it's a popcorn movie, very surface level. No, this is like that perfect blend of like beautiful cinema and a roller coaster ride. Cinema.
I really do.
So if you couldn't tell, I love this movie.
Yeah, I really love it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious to hear what y'all think. I mean, do you all agree with me on this whole thing of the cinematography being better here than it is in Fury Road? Again, that's no detriment.
How dare you, Ethan?
I'm a sinner.
I hope the mic picked that one up.
Oh, I hope it did too. But yeah, this movie, I really just want to go see it again.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
I really enjoyed it. I think it was fast paced. It kept me entertained, and again, Anya Taylor-Joy was amazing.
Yeah, and there's also, like you were saying, in the middle of the movie, a Lisa Nalgayi moment.
I know we always talk about Dune, you guys, but like I'm just saying, Anya Taylor-Joy is Alea Atreides. Who knows?
So yeah, we love this movie. Annmarie, out of...
Here we go. I'm waiting for it.
No, okay, that's gross. We're not doing that.
Even if you were gonna say nipples, don't eat.
Well, that's why I'm not evening. No, out of 10, was it Bullet Hill or Bullet Mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of 10 runs to the Bullet Mine, how many runs would you give it?
I would give it, oh man, because like now I'm thinking my top 5 and like what it would replace, but I really enjoyed it. I think there is some moments that could be taken out or shortened just to make it a little bit more quick. And so I'm going to give it like a solid 9.
Yeah, I honestly, from after this viewing, I would probably be on the same page with you. However, I'm not sure if that's because we went to a late showing and we're both kind of a little maybe tired, and maybe some scenes feel like they drag on longer because of that. So right now, I'll probably give it a 9.75.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, if it weren't for those few moments where I'm like, okay, we could probably move on to the next scene, I would probably give it a 10, like no question about it.
Mhm.
But yeah, as it stands now, with the one viewing, yeah, 9.75. And I'm going off like my immediate response without like keeping in mind that I'm tired and all that, probably give it a 10.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah. So, hey guys, we're going to be getting into spoilers here, but before we do, for all of you guys who have not seen the movie and are planning on going to see this movie, are you guys excited for this? Does Fury Road immediately get you more hyped for this movie? Have you are you going to see this movie without seeing Fury Road?
That would be wild.
That would be wild, but yeah, and I'd be curious to get your takes on that. Are you, wondering if Charlize Theron should be in here rather than Anya Taylor-Joy? Are you on that camp?
Dare you? Don't be on that camp.
Because I know there was a controversy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Annmarie, any other questions you want to ask the lead?
I'm so excited for spoilers.
Here we go. So yeah, before we get to spoilers, let us know your takes on our tapes. Now, spoiler time.
Give yourself a hint. Oh wait, you can't do that, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, her hand got cut off along with Chris Hemsworth's nipples.
Both of them.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh man, I forgot how bloody Mad Max Fury Road is, and then this movie Furiosa is super bloody too. But I just really enjoyed it. I want to go back to like my one issue with this film. At the beginning, they really, really go into Furiosa's backstory with her mother. Like, she gets kidnapped, her mother comes and saves her. So Anya Taylor-Joy does not show up in this film till like, what would you say, Ethan? Like past 30-minute mark?
Yeah, well, I'd probably maybe say the 30-minute mark sounds about right. I was thinking 40 at one point.
Mm-hmm. And it just felt really long, and I feel like if you cut that down, it could have been more fitting because I came for Anya Taylor-Joy. Like, I really, really like her. And so her not being in 1/5 of this movie was kind of disappointing to me. Again, the little kid does a great job and all that, and then Anya Taylor-Joy comes and blows out of the water, but I think that was kind of a big fault.
Yeah, for me, I would say, like, I see where you're coming from on that. However, I really like that aspect to it. I think it really kind of balances out the, this is Furiosa's entire story, like from childhood to this, where she ends up before the events of Fury Road, which, by the way, this movie does end right before Fury Road begins. Yeah. So just heads up on that. Like, that's, I really like that little touch. But yeah, with the whole dragging on in some scenes, that's the part I will agree with you on the problems. Like, this movie probably could have been maybe 5 minutes shorter.
Yeah, I would say like a 2:15. I think right now it's running at 2:30. So
yeah.
I think it could be cut shorter. But
yeah, so I guess you think that should be cut shorter than I do. Yeah. So, maybe that's because I personally enjoy longer movies, but
whatever. All your bladder.
Give me my big epics. My big long epics.
I do wish there was more, like I do think you could do a sequel or do something with a Furiosa 2 or something like that.
Doesn't she die, though?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, you know what, though? Maybe you could do something, but it would kind of make it a little odd to put it right after this movie, like where it shows
Yeah.
what happened more in like during the 45-day war or whatever,
Yeah.
because that is something I wanted to see more of.
It's really short.
Yeah, they just show like little highlights, and that is something I'll probably stick with my 9.75 or 9.5 out of 10 because that was something I wanted to see more of. And if you took like a lot of or even the short moments that you probably could have cut, that should have taken its place.
Yeah.
More of the heat and intensity and the warfare from the 45-day war.
I don't know. I really believe George Miller didn't want to just do a one-off. I really think he has more to tell in this world. And so again, like, we'll see how this movie does. Obviously, people speak with their wallets to Hollywood. So hopefully people go out and see this. And, like, people are like, yeah, we want more of this. We want more of Anya Taylor-Joy. And like you said, like, you can do a story in the Mad Max universe. It doesn't need to be Furiosa, too.
Yeah, and I hope that they do. By the way, yeah. Little side note, if you're wondering if Mad Max does appear in this movie, he does. It's a little quick cameo. Not really up close, but he's just chilling. He's just chilling, like seriously. He's just there, man. Like, do you think he's the one that saved Furiosa?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
That would kind of change the whole dynamic a little bit of, when they meet again in Fury Road.
Yeah, that is true.
So, I mean, I don't know. I like to think that he saved her, but at the same time, it's kind of funny to think about he's still just eating his sandwich, watching her just, like, get passed out while some gremlin of a person comes and picks him up and, like, come to my corpse room.
Oh,
you need an arm? I got 5.
that had me breathing. Do you remember how much people gave Charlize Theron backlash in Mad Max Fury Road because they're like, Mad Max Fury Road? It's more like Mad Max Feminist Road. I hope that all those people are shut up now because Anya Taylor-Joy literally came in here and she's like, I'm taking control. I'm taking the wheel.
I didn't really jump on the Fury Road train until a few months ago.
Oh, it was a huge thing.
But, if that was the case, what's wrong with y'all? Like, come on.
It's Furiosa. She's like the coolest female character out there.
Yeah, definitely. Like, top 10.
Yeah.
It's most certainly. Her and, like, all the other characters in this movie, like in Fury Road, just rocked it. And if you need more evidence of this character being great, no matter who's playing her, Furiosa is evidence of that. The movie, it just is like, wears its heart on its sleeve, but like in such a way where the tattoo artist that was designing the heart on your sleeve is like, I'm going to put more quality in this heart. And they do. And it shows, and I love it. But, this, sometimes when you put your heart in your sleeve, sometimes some people don't like your heart. And that just sucks. Like those people that think that what Charlize Theron and this whole, like having a majority female star group is apparently a bad thing. Come on, guys, grow up. Grow up. That was like a rant that went all over the place.
No, you're good.
Late night review.
I was looking back at like the cast list because I was like, hold on, like I want to give everyone like some love too because we've been talking about Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. But Tom Burke as Joe, I really liked as well.
Yes.
I think that he was really good. But yeah, there's a ton of people in here, and I like it that you can expand this world a little bit too. So
yeah, I mean, I hope that we get like a sequel to Fury Road specifically.
Won't.
I think we will.
We
I mean,
can't
George
get-
Miller has got more story to tell in this
We
universe.
can't have nice things, Ethan.
Sometimes we can.
I know.
But yeah, you know what? By the way, George Miller has got to be the best visionary director to date.
Oh, up there. you know what? I wanted to talk about this too. George Miller kind of talked about, he's like, I would love to do a Thor film. Absolutely. 100%. Sign on.
Give him the reins.
Give him the reins. We would love to see you do Thor 5 or whatever.
Dude, could you imagine the mythology?
I think
Like with his narrator kind of perspective that he tells?
I think it would be so good. And now he's built a relationship with Chris Hemsworth.
It's like, my nipple's going to get ripped off in this one,
Oh,
George.
God. Well, his clothes got ripped off the last one, so.
Well, he kept his nipples.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Those are the
That's
most
typically,
important part.
for all you who don't know, that's typically a good thing when that happens, when you get to keep your body parts.
What is this review?
Hey, don't blame me. Blame our visionary director, George Miller.
George Miller. I've been saying to see what he does next, too, so.
Yeah. I really enjoyed 3,000 Years of Longing. You know, that was, I think, his last film before this one. And it wasn't perfect. Like, I wouldn't put it like it's one of the greatest movies of all time and nowhere near his Mad Max, repertoire. But again, I really enjoyed it. His visionary directing is just wonderful. Him and Guillermo del Toro, I want to say, are like the best two, with Peter Jackson being like right behind him. That's what I would say. But we don't really see Peter Jackson too much anymore in the director's chair. You see him more in a producing capacity, which, that's fine. If he wants to do that, like, more power to him.
The Hobbit films took it out of him.
Can you blame him?
No.
Yeah, but he's getting back into it from, still producing capacity, but it seems he's going to be more involved on the creative end of things. So I'm here for all you visionary boys.
Bring them on. Ethan, I got one final question.
Yes.
So Ethan and I have been doing our top 5 movies of the year. Did this push out Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Well, it wouldn't be the one to be pushed out. Did
it take its slot?
I gotta say that maybe it pushed. So what was number 5? I think, didn't it? Challengers? Yeah, okay. Wow, I hate to say it, but maybe Challengers got pushed out.
Got bumped?
Yeah, it got bumped.
Wow.
And Fall Guy might be number 5.
Wow, Fall Guy got bumped?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that run sequence alone is just cinematic masterpiece.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy though that got bumped. Yeah, this movie is like,
how about you?
It definitely bumped out Challengers for me, but I would still put Fall Guy above it.
Really?
So I think I have it at the 5th spot. Right
Even though
now.
it has Lisa and El Gaib appearance?
I know.
I thought that would make it number 2 inherently.
No, I can't put it over Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I can't. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
I get it.
But this movie is so much fun. Again, this is like Hot Wheels and Dune and Star Wars all combined.
Hot Wheels and Dune. Yo. Yo,
Am I wrong?
there's a branding team up that is just dying to happen.
Let's go. I feel like I was on in a video game the whole time, or a roller coaster the whole time. I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah. By the way, a little thing I kind of want to get your take on. That little guy that
Oh,
wasn't is it time yet? No. Is it time yet?
no.
Is it time yet? Do it.
It's just like Anakin Skywalker. I'm a pod racer. Did you know I do pod racing? Pod racing is so fun.
And then when it's time for him to do his job, yeah. Can you imagine they have the Anthons? It's like, wow, that's it. Saves you a whole trilogy right there.
This reviews have been all over the place, but that's okay.
We went off-road for Mad Max Furiosa Road.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got the title right this time.
I'm so creative. There's probably if you go on YouTube, maybe 50 other reviews for Furiosa that came up with that same title.
It's fine.
Oh, well, hey guys, we both really loved Furiosa very much. We do agree it did have its flaws, but at the end of the day, we would put it in our top 5 and bump off at least one of our you know, original top 5, which apparently is challengers for both of us.
This really sucks. I'm so sad now.
Luca, we're sorry.
Luca, please don't.
But you know what? We saw it. We might go see it again. Who knows? But we're waiting for you guys to go see it. And if you have already, what do you guys think about it? Let us know in those comments down below. We want to talk to you about this movie because it was fun. What do you think about Fury Road? Were you excited for this one? Did it meet your expectations? Did it, drop below your expectations? Let us know your takes on our tapes and start a conversation. And Annmarie is silent and wants to end this one.
No!
So, called you out. I'm sorry. But anyway, so this has been Cassette Take, where you can eject wherever you want, but please don't forget to rewind. I've been Ethan.
I'm Annmarie.
And when you go off-roading, make sure you keep your nipples intact.
There you go.
Take care, guys.